From Boca Raton, Florida, the home of Lynn University, and site of the 2012 final presidential debate, this is Beyond the Brief.
Welcome to Beyond the Brief. I'm Lisette Villegas.
And I'm Matt Perpich.
In today's show, we bring you the latest campus news, from student safety to the tennis tournament happening in Miami.
Easter is an event that captures the attention of both religious and non-religious people around the world. Angelica King tells us a little about those who celebrate in different ways, as well as the significance of the holiday.
Last Sunday, March 31st, Easter was celebrated all over the world, especially in the Vatican. This recent election of Pope Francis has given the Christian community worldwide hope and desire to reconnect with their religion. And what better way of doing it than during Easter? In Jerusalem, according to the Israeli government, there was about 20,000 people expected to travel to the capital to celebrate this event, which takes place every year. Remembering the resurrection of Christ is key to all Christians, and taking it seriously is inevitable to some. A few Christians from our student community here at Lynn University shared their thoughts on not only what they did on Easter Day, but also what it meant to them.
Woke up late, missed church, and I went to my grandparents for a couple of hours. Watched basketball, watched college basketball, and had some good food, and went to sleep early, and that was about it.
This Easter Sunday, I was actually partying from Saturday night. Unfortunately, my mother wouldn't be so proud, but next Easter, I'll be sure to go to church and spend it with the family, as I'm a Catholic. But yeah, Easter is beautiful, the weather is nice, Florida, can't complain.
I went to Mass on Sunday, and then my mom had brought some Easter candy for me to enjoy on Sunday. So I enjoyed that on Sunday. It was a nice day outside, and spent most of it in bed, but it was still nice to be outside.
For Easter, all the brass players, they have what is called gigs. So what you pretty much do is you show up to the church and you play entire service, that's based on, trumpet shell sound, this church was a Presbyterian church, so, it's just religious songs for the people, and that's it. And
I actually spent Resurrection Sunday with my grandparents. One of them is Jewish, so it was pretty interesting. It means new life. That's why the whole bunny and the egg thing came about, was because the egg represents life. And I believe that Jesus gave his life for us and rose again.
It was pretty good. I went to church, celebrated, then just had dinner with family.
Well, I started off my Easter day, with going to church, because that's something really important for me. I come from a really religious background, Catholic, so I did my Catholic ceremony. The most important part, people say it's all about the bunny, but it's really not about the bunny. It's about the recreation of Jesus and all of that, and that's something people tend to forget, that it's not about chocolates, candy. It's really about connecting yourself back with your religion.
As the Easter holiday comes to an end, the true importance of the resurrection of Christ is reminded through those who believe in the love and sacrifice that Jesus stood for. Encouraging others who perhaps lack faith to involve themselves in the spirit of the holiday is essential to the church. This is Angelica King reporting for Beyond the Brief.
We all know about the long traditions of April Fools. Let's see what members of Beyond the Brief have up their sleeves for this year's April Fools. Jessica Bugan reports.
See this, but in my other advertising class, we're kind of analyzing different innovative products, and one of them is this new protein by GNC. It's called 100% shark isolate protein, and some of the benefits is that there's 42 grams of ultra microfilter multi-source shark protein, and it's extremely bioavailable and highly absorbent, so it's really good for your muscles after a workout. And also it's mercury free, which is really rare in these kind of forms of protein, and it contains all 9 critical amino acids. It's a brand new product. Actually right now online it's only $33.99, which is like on sale, so that's kind of cool. Do you guys have any questions?
What is shark protein exactly?
Well, it's a really rare kind of protein that they get from sharks, and also it says in that, it also will help you develop killer training instinct and help you swim better. Any other questions?
Is that legal to do?
Well, GNC is certified by the FDA and other Food and Drug Administration, so I would say that this is legal. And because they're being so innovative with their techniques at isolating proteins, it's a great thing. It's a hot buy. And it's also April Fool's Day. This is Jessica Buchan from Beyond the Brief.
Shootings happening on college campuses, many concerns have been raised among the Lynn community. Lisette Villegas had the chance to speak to Vice President of Student Life, Phil Reardon, regarding the issues. Let's see what they have to say.
With several gun violence happening all over the nation and within our own Boca community, Lynn has taken several precautions to avoid this happening on our campus.
What we have is an active shooter emergency program. And what students and faculty staff should do first and foremost is wherever they are, stay put and lock themselves in a room. It's really important that you lock the door, try to put something in front of it that may be heavy, a desk, a copier, a file cabinet, something like that. Even if you can't push it up against the door, try to find something that you could knock down that blocks the door a little bit. It's never meant to scare people into doing something, but at the same time it's also meant to say, if it happens, this is what will happen.
Do you believe incidents like this has caused students or faculty to feel the need they themselves need to carry guns now with them?
But I can only give you my own personal opinion on that. And my own personal opinion is that I think it would be a big mistake to allow faculty, staff, or students to carry guns on campus. And the reason I say that, everybody talks about that if there's a shooter that might help prevent others from getting shot. The truth is, you're never really going to know what you would do in a situation like that until you're in that situation. Just reiterate that if a fire alarm or a message comes out to say seek shelter and hide, do it and take them seriously.
This has been Lisette Villegas reporting for Beyond the Brief. This is something that has been very controversial regarding what steps need to be taken to stop this from happening. Another recent topic that is just as controversial has been gay marriage. How does the Lynn community feel about this topic? Here's our report.
This is Sydney Putnam reporting for Beyond the Brief. Foreshadowing same-sex marriage seen in many current news events, Lynn students and faculty members share their views.
It's preposterous that it hasn't been done sooner. I come from a country that's very liberal when it comes to gay rights, and I think it's falsely named gay rights, rather human rights. I think it's bizarre that it's even brought up, obviously.
That there should be a separation between church and state, and that the government doesn't have the right to say who can and can't be married.
These days, I think there should be no impediment to people loving each other in a healthy, respectful way. We have a shortage of that in our world, so the more we can do to affirm that, the better. I also think religious entities have a right to sanctify those unions in whatever way they seem fit. It's kind of like if you're going to belong to a club, you got to follow the club rules.
I don't think there should be a law against that. I believe if someone's in love with someone, or no one should stop them. I believe same-sex marriage won't be really a big effect, really. I just really believe that if you found your true love, no matter what specific gender, I believe you just go through with it. It's pretty much what makes you happy.
It's a very emotional issue for the government to try and control, so they should really just open it up and allow people to do what they want. And it's just one of those issues we're going to look back on and think it was ridiculous that we tried to ban it, much like segregation and slavery and things like that. So,
Sydney Putnam signing off. Now back to Beyond the Brief.
The Sony Open tournament was just held in Crandon Park Tennis Center, located in Key Biscayne, Miami. This is one of the most recognized tennis tournaments in the state of Florida. Our reporter has an exclusive coverage of the tournament.
This is Angelo Di Mela reporting for Beyond the Brief. Each year in Key Biscayne, Miami, the Sony Open Tennis Tournament takes place in Crandon Park Tennis Center. This tournament is one of the most prestigious and largest tennis tournaments in the country. This year, the tournament was held from March 18 through Sunday, March 31st. The Sony Open tournament started in 1960s and has drastically grown over the years and attracts anywhere from 315,000 to 350,000 fans throughout the tournament. The Sony Open also boasts the participation of the world's top men's and women's players. These players include Novak Djokovic, who was ranked number 1 in the men's lineup, and Serena Williams, who was also ranked number 1 in the women's lineup. Here are some thoughts from the Lynn University tennis players' experience in the Sony Open tennis tournament.
My name is Maxim.
And where are you from?
I'm from Paris, France.
Okay, and can you please tell us your experience in the Sony Open and what do you think about it?
Yeah, actually I went there like 3 or 4 days in a row and it was really amazing. The tennis players were great. I saw Djokovic, Murray, Ferrer. I saw some crazy matches with a lot of intensity.
I actually went on the first Friday of the tournament and I saw Novak Djokovic for the first time. You know, his fitness was superb and try to watch him play and try to put the same thing in my game. Yeah, try to pick up some points from him, some tips.
Yeah, it was my first year for me. It was the first year that I went and see this incredible tournament, and being able to go there with just half an hour of ride with the car, it's amazing. I had the possibility to get like free tickets thanks to the school and assist at this incredible tournament.
This tournament had an incredible outcome of fans, and they loved watching tennis as well as experiencing all the other amenities that the tournament had to offer, such as food, live concerts, and a variety of shopping venues. Next year's Sony Open Tennis Tournament will be held from March 17 through March the 30th. This is Angelo Di Mela signing off. Now back to Beyond the Brief.
Well, this concludes our show for the week.
But remember to check us out on Facebook and Twitter.
I'm Lisa Villegas.
And I'm Matt Perpich. Thanks for watching, and until next week, have a good week.